What's up, everybody? Back again. I was going to make this video, or I've been planning to make this video for a couple of weeks now. I just haven't had the time. And today, I got a text message, and I was like, damn it, I just have to make this video. So, the original video plan was to be titled something along the lines of the number one sign you should avoid somebody. And the concept of it is if somebody can't sit in peace, you should probably avoid them, which sounds a little bit silly and a little bit oversimplistic. Um, but the thing that I've come to realize is that if somebody's incapable of just sitting in peace, sitting in silence, they're incapable of self-reflection. And if they're incapable of self-reflection, they're incapable of doing any self-work, i.e., they probably got some issues that have not been resolved. Now, those could be minor issues or they could be very serious issues, but in general, people that can't sit in silence can't do self work and can't resolve issues. Um, that also leads into the fact that they're going to be very emotionally charged, not in charge of their emotions like they should be, but just emotionally vulnerable. They might lash out, they might have just anger spells, episodes. They could just get upset over the randomest things. Just they have no control over what's actually going on in their mind and in their body. The only way you can achieve that is through self work and through just being at peace with yourself. Some of the examples I was going to use are like, if you, how would you know? How would you know if somebody is not capable of sitting in silence? Well, say, I don't know, say you're on a date and you pick them up like a good gentleman should, right? And the first thing they do is just start yapping away. Well, that's going to be somewhat normal, trying to get to know each other and stuff. But after you get to know somebody a little bit more, maybe give them another car ride and just don't have the radio on. Is the first thing they do reach for that radio? Let's say it's like a beautiful starry moonlit night and you just stop and just whatever you're doing and just admire it. Are they going to immediately like freak out and get uncomfortable? Because I've seen this before. Or like a thunderstorm's coming through. Can you just sit there and just enjoy the calm before the storm and then just enjoy the rain and like just take it in for what it is without having to distract yourself? Um, this goes on so many levels. Like when I was in college, I think I mentioned this before, the kids that would go from one class to the other, second they got out of one class, they put in earphones to listen to music, and literally they only got 20 seconds of music before they were in the next class because it was like, 30, 50 yards down the hall. And that was back in like 2009, and it struck me as fucking weird. I was just like, God, you can't go 30 seconds without entertainment, can you? You can't just sit there peacefully and be in your own head and at peace with yourself. You always have to have some kind of distraction. And I see it more and more and more and more. And is it surprising that personality disorders and depression and all these problems are becoming more and more and more? And people aren't seeing the fucking link of just being able to be at peace with yourself. Um, it's just constant sensory overload these people do, and they never face reality. They can't just face the problem head on. It's always avoid, avoid, avoid. And of course, when you avoid, the problem never gets solved. Well, basically, it just amplifies, right? So, the reason I decided to do this today, because I literally got a text message from I guess I would consider them a friend, maybe an associate would be more, whatever. Something about blah, blah, blah. What are you doing today? General conversation, general conversation. Somewhere along the line. Yeah, okay, so it was like, what are you up to today? And I was like, no, no clue. I'm just kind of sitting around chilling. And and they're like, "Oh, I have so much to do. Talk to you later." And I was like, I was like, "Ha ha ha!" Like, aren't Sundays supposed to just be lazy? Like, just enjoy them? And they said, and this is what sprung me off. This exact thing. Staying busy helps me not think about things. And there it is. There's the ultimate truth. Rather, I don't know what's going on in this person's life. I mean, obviously there's something that is troubling them. But rather than just sitting down, being peaceful, hell, go to a park and sit down. You know, you can still have some stimulus, but just sitting down, being with themselves, and looking at the issues and playing with them in their head and maybe devising solutions and just general self work. Rather than doing that, I will sensory overload myself so I don't have to think about it, right? And then they think that these problems are going to go away. How the fuck are problems going to go away when you don't work on them? You know, it's kind of like that's why I admire the Spartan Life coach Richard Grannon so much, is because he's in that mindset. If something's a problem, tackle that shit. Face your demons. Don't fucking just try to numb it out. Well, like that doesn't work. I mean, I would have never got where I am today if I had done that shit. You know, and I understand that some people aren't as strong as me, maybe, but the only reason I got strong is through fucking doing it. You know, it was painful. It sucked. It hurt. But I did it, and now I am where I am. It has to be fucking done. Um, you know, and there's just so many people that they don't, they just can't. I don't know what that was about. What are you doing, boo? Going crazy? Yeah, I'm going crazy. So many people. Let's just keep her back. All right, never mind. Um, they just can't get that through their head. I even had one person when I was going through the like really 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 bad parts of the narcissistic evaluation and discard, and I couldn't sleep at all. Like, and I didn't want to go to the doctor. You know, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the insurance. Yada yada at the time. Um, and I was like, I just need to fucking sleep, right? And they said, oh, you know, I've got some whatever pills, sleeping pills that just help you once you fall asleep, just stay asleep. So I went over there and to pick them up from them, since they were being nice. They say I could have some of them. Um, and then they're like, so what do you mean to say, Nick, that not everything can just be solved through, you know, your own mind and changing the way you think? And you know what I did? I had the pills in my hand and I took them and I said, watch me. And guess what? Never took any of those fucking sleeping pills, never did shit other than work on myself. To this day, that person is in the exact same spot they were 4 years ago. The same miserable, depressed, horrible state they were in 4 years ago. They're still there. And look who's fucking living life and loving life again. You gotta put in the fucking work. Stop drowning out the world. Stop avoiding your problems. It doesn't help. And people, well, how do I face my problems? Sit silently. They will come to you. I promise you. You spend 10 minutes just sitting there without entertainment, without noise, without anything. Those problems are going to be like, hey, bitch, I'm right here. I haven't gone anywhere. And face them. It's that fucking easy. And nobody can do this shit. Wise people can. A lot of people can. But the vast majority of people, they just want to avoid. They want to run. They don't want to fight their problems. They don't want to heal themselves. They just ignore it. Ignore it. You get what I'm fucking saying. I hope you appreciate this. I hope you enjoy Boo, who's being frisky as fuck for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Say hi, Boo. Boo! Say hi. You gonna meow? No.
Yeah.
All right. Not today. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy it. I got more shit like that coming up.